Hi, my name's Rob. I'm here from Untitled Leisure. I'm here with John today.
Hello.
So we'll do something a little different today. Me and John both enjoy weightlifting, or better known as Olympic weightlifting. So we're kind of a little bit of focus on that a bit later on, what we're going to do. First of all, what we're going to do, we're going to go through a general warm-up, what we would do for any activity, but something that I do for weightlifting as well. Maybe about 5 minutes, maybe a little bit longer, so you can do that then stop. And then we'll do some more drills, more related to weightlifting, and we'll put it together with a little warm-up routine right at the end. But again, you can do this for any sport or any activity that you want. Give it a go, see how you find it. Okay, so what we've got today, we've got a few different things we're going to use. We're going to use, John picks up now, we've got a plastic bit of piping. We'll probably use that at some point. If you've got one of these, or maybe a broom, you can use it. We've also got what we would use in weightlifting, 20 kilogram, 7-foot Olympic bar. Most people will not have used that before. Again, you don't have to use that, it's not necessary, but you can if you want. We've also got some exercise bands down the corner. If you've got these, again, you could use these or just use your body weight. Okay guys? So get ready to go, get some water. We'll do a general warm up. So anything that you can do. Alright guys, we'll start the warm up now. I normally do this for around 15 seconds per exercise. So we'll start with jogging on the spot. Still with a jog, you can just march. No worries. Just always get the heart rate up, and anybody can do this. You can grab by side if you want. Another what I then would do, just do a calf raise, just to get a bit of blood flow through the ankle, through the calf. And then we are going to do some squatting. But again, anyone can do this anytime, just the whole body will warm up, don't they? 5 seconds. And then what I like to do, I like to put my knee up, just a slight bit of rotation. You can put your knee up if you want. So this kind of routine, something that I kind of do, most sessions, has changed over the years, depending on how you're feeling. Again, back to that jog on the spot. So you can add to your routine anytime you want, you can change things, just however you're feeling for that day, or if you have any injuries. A lot of what I do is specific to me. Yeah, I've had, back onto the list, I've had knee, back operations, so what I do helps me move throughout the day before the exercise. Back into that knee to elbow. So John's got different knees to me, he's a little bit younger, hasn't had many injuries, so he moves slightly differently. I'm really moving differently. And just jog on the spot, guys. Again, you can move forward and back if you want. You don't have to be stationary. We're just assuming we're in a garage or at home. Are you ready there, guys? Your legs wide. Again, we should go up into a squat. Taking the hips back at your own speed. Again, if you can't squat, you can go to a bench. Usually just keep your chest up, great balance of the midfoot. Rest there, guys, just jog on the spot. How's that feel, John?
Feeling good so far.
Don't quite stiff. For a lot of people can't do that, so it might just be that you hit from the hip. 3, 2, 1. We're going to come down again if you want. You can add just a calf raise. So you can call this a dynamic warm up really, or just a warm up. And just jog on the spot. Oh, it's feeling good already. So next move, we'll do a backward stepping lunge with a twist. Okay, you can stay with the squat if you want. So you're fine, so left or right leg, just take your time. Step back, rotate, keeping the shin parallel. It doesn't really matter so much really, you can just step back any way you want. When you're squeezing the butt, trying to get your hips forward so you get a little stretch in your hips as well. And just jog. Yeah, if you've got a row machine, bike at home, you might just use that, but we haven't got one. Same thing guys, backward stepping lunge, your own time. And if all you want to do is just twist, and then do a lunge. You can make it specific for you and relevant for your needs. Just jog on the spot. Okay, a bit more dynamic now, if we can. We're just going to go into a squat or a lunge, or you can do a squat and come forward. So you can just come forward, squat and come back, or just stick with your squat, calf raise or squat, or step back with your lunge. Just taking your time, there's no rush. Some people might go even further forward. If you've got space to do 2 squats, you can. Just to keep going. Just jump on the spot. So that's the one. We're only going to go for 5 minutes. So we're going to incorporate a little bit of movement through the ankle, maybe through the knee and hip next, and work upwards, and work into a little bit more movement. 10 seconds. And relax there, guys. So that's 5 minutes. If you want, you can just do that. You can do that for any activity, any jog, dynamic one, you've got moving your heart rate up, or in the morning. Well done. Alright guys, so we're going for a bit of a dynamic warm up there. We're going to carry on with mobilising the body. So with this, if you've used the barbell before, or maybe do some movements, that's fine, you can pick the barbell up. It's going to come to the rest of the meat part of your upper back. Again, you don't have to use it. Again, your grip's going to vary. John's got a narrow grip, which is fine. He squeezes his elbows in, and that's great. So he's going to use that at some point. Okay, so we're working the ankles first, and in between each set, we're going to do some squats, just to keep the heart rate up. So first thing we're going to do, we're nice and warm for the warm-up. If you've got a razor, you can put your left or right foot on the razor, take your knee over mid-foot. I think 20 times. If you're not using a razor with John, you're taking your knee forward and back. So you're just getting a bit of movement through your Achilles, through your calf, so your knee nice and warm. So 10, 20, 1 foot, switch, and then go to the other one. How many have you done, John? 8. So for me, I really struggle with this. You know, with having 2 knee operations, back operation, it's something that I would do every single session, whereas John, not so much. How many have you done, John?
It's 3 on this side now, so 7 to go. 10 on each side.
And you can go as fast or as slow as you want, depending on your ability. At the same time, John's just squeezing his butt and getting stretched through his hips as well.
Okay. Yep.
On both sides?
10 both
so,
sides.
On your 10 both sides, just get down to a squat. 5 or 6, up to 10. Just drive with your knee down mid-foot. Weight balanced. Just feeling the positions. And if you want to go, John goes for a nice deep low squat, if you can't. Shallow. You can even stop at the bottom, feel the positions, feel how comfortable you are. As you feel more loose. John? Have we done?
Yep.
Cool, by that. So same thing, you can repeat those stretches again. The next stretch we're going to show you is going to increase the range of movement, so you can use it against the wall, or if you've got a prop, you can hold on to it. So you're going to press your foot, push the wall, heel down, and you're trying to take the hip towards the wall. So you're squeezing, but some people might not be able to do this. You might not get much movement at all. Just do what you can. Again, you can do 10, 20 per side. Again, John's really lucky. He can really take his hip close to the wall. He's got great ankle mobility, but some people haven't, like myself, so it might just take me a little bit longer. We'll just do 10 both sides for today.
10.
Or you can do one side, back into your squat, and the other side. So as a group, you could be doing this. I could be doing it as well, but I don't want to turn my back to you guys. Is that John, alright?
7.
Go. Pick that far back up. Same thing. So we'll find those positions. Again, you can use this for any activity that you're doing. Again, you know, it's martial arts, it's rugby, running, hiking, weightlifting. So a few more specific things with John. His belly's tight now. He's actively trying to pull the bar into the body, his elbows into the ribs, so his back's nice and tight, his eye line is straight. He's got a full grip on the bar, so it feels really secure. How you doing, John?
Yeah, that's good. That's about 10, I think.
Right, spiral, John. So you can keep repeating that if you want, or you can leave it there. Okay, we're going to go to a bit of a flow now, what we'd also do as well. So, okay, we're going to do a bit of body work now. We're going to just mobilise the shoulders and incorporate a bit of lower body. So taking the arms across the body, 10, 20 times, it's up to you. And then just swing the arms up above the head, again double, or you can go single if you want. Like, how often do you get your hands above your head in a day? Yeah, think about it. Most people, you can double if you want, might never get their hands above the head. So that's a really hard thing to do. So just doing this, it can be really hard. Just going back time, and then back to the chest as well. So if you ever give someone a hug, give yourself a hug in the morning. But yeah, how often do you put your hands above your head? Give it a go. And back again. You can also use a band with this, which we'll show you a demonstration of that in a second. Alright, a little loose through there now. So what we're going to work down to the floor, back to standing, just to get the arms nice and loose, up and back. So what we're going to do, I'll demonstrate it first. We're going to come down to squat, walk your hands out, hold, core tight, and just pull back. Again, you can bring your hands above your head, or if you want to, you can just leave your hands on your hips. If you want, you can just work your hands down and up. Do about 5 times. Good job. So again, if you can't quite go to the floor, again, just bring your hands down to the knee and rise up. You can squeeze the butt, you can even come and hold if you want, so you've got a little bit of balance. So it's similar for everybody. So on John's 5th rep, what he's going to do is you're going to come down holding his plank. On his 5th rep, we're going to come down, we'll just drop to the knees, squeeze that butt, just into a back extension. Just feeling loose there. Again, you can repeat that a few times, your back extension if you want. So when we're ready, we're going to sit back, it's what we call a downward facing dog. So you know, a little stretch through the calves there, John. Squeezing the butt, opening the chest. Again, you can drop down and do that as many times as you want. We're going to drop to the knee today. Take a left or right knee forward until hip stretch. Okay, 10, 20 seconds, 30 seconds. Squeezing the butt. And if you want, you can just drive hip forward, but not too far. So this is something that I really struggle with. Definitely on this side of the hip. We're having the problem with the back on this side. When you're ready, John, we'll just switch over. So you can all do a stand as well. What we'll do, we'll just switch over again. Again, if you want, you can always come to standing. Squeeze and come down a bit further if you want. You can even put your hands up if you want to. Just come to one side. So it's entirely to yourself. Just whatever works. Just go to where you feel, stretch. For me, this is great. John's good. And just switch. So this is more specific for me, for my hips as well. Really struggle. How are we feeling? Feeling loose and warm, aren't we?
Done a stretch quite like this with the arm head before, so it's really good. Feeling it all the way down there. On the leg.
Okay guys, relax their both knees down now guys. So just squeezing there, all we're going to do, yeah, this is again specific for me, a bit of a stretch on the quad. If you can, so you're going to lean back slightly, squeezing the butt. If you can you go all the way back, grabbing the foot, squeezing the butt. Or you could either stand in, if you were standing, grab your foot, lift the chest and push it forward. no worries. And we're going to do that once or repeat it twice. So if you're already down, okay, we're going to bring one leg out in front of the other, as if you were sat watching TV, lifting the chest. So I really struggle with this, so I try to do as much as I can. And from here, always just try to take the knees the opposite direction. Now, if you do it without holding onto the floor, great. If you can't, bring your hands back. You're going to rotate the legs, hands over, or I'm going to go the opposite way. If you can't do it, just stay here and hold the stretch, and repeat. So maybe 10 times. And if you feel really good, you can always pop up after each one, feel a bit bigger stretch. You don't have to do all of this. The better you get, the easier it will feel. Jump your breath. So one more, we're not going to go for 10 minutes. So get still on the knees wide. Again, you can bring your hands out in front, elbows down, stretch out the groin. So if you just hold there, you can call this frog, or just sitting back if you want. So what you can rock back until you feel the stretch off, until you feel the bite of the movement. You can come forward again. You can keep doing that, or you can just hold. You can even drive your knees into the floor. Relax. Again, you don't always have to do this. It depends on your needs. In terms of hips, knees, ankles, you might incorporate these. When you're ready, guys, just hop it up. Well, so we're ready to do a little more work now, some more drills. And there's loads more things you can do. That was around 15 minutes going there. Again, you can increase that and do 30 minutes, 45 minutes up to an hour, depending on your needs. But we're going to go with some drills now, guys. Cool. Alright guys, so we've done about 15 minutes so far. Again, you can leave it there if you want to. We can carry on with myself and John now. So a few more drills before we actually do some bit of a weightlifting routine for you guys. So we're going to warm the back, shoulders, keep the chest loose before we use the bar. Okay, so if you've got a band, great. If you haven't got a band, don't worry, use a t-shirt. I'll use body weight. So hands out in front, we're going to open up the upper back, chest, we're going to do 10 rear flies. Now this is something I like to do most days. Really important to work the upper back, you're loosening the stretch. Definitely if you're lifting it overhead, if you're lifting with chest work, you can find it quite hard to lift your hands up. We'll do 10, we're going to come up above the head, lat pull out or pull out, whichever one you want. So often people will avoid these type of exercises for more of the pushing exercises. But definitely something you can incorporate into your routines. So you're doing 10, pull out, and hands wide, we're just going to go 10. Taking the band over the head, behind the body. Now that's hard. If you can go to here great, all the way back, that's also great. If you've got a stiffer band, or if you've got a bar, that'll be even harder to do. And there's no rush, just take your time. How does that feel, John?
I really like it.
Yeah. So for me, I feel pretty good overhead in terms of mobility and shoulders. I don't have any problems with my shoulder really, my wrist, more lower body. Back into rear fly. When you're ready to come overhead. And if you need to do more of these, you can do. You can repeat it until you feel nice and warm. So, up overhead. You don't have to go straight back, you can go to the side if you want. Just find a point, a bit that you feel good at. And you can keep repeating that. What we do?
Shoulders bent.
Okay guys, so we're going to use the barbell, or you're going to use your band, or you can use your pipe now guys. Still warming up, just a few more drills. So John's going to place the wooden pipe on the meat pipe up the back. Okay, so what is these? These are slightly bent, just soft. Feet hip width apart, hands to the floor. All we're doing is going to hinge from the hip, taking the outline to the floor. So call it a good morning. It's hard to do. For you guys, just imagine putting your hands in your pockets, deep pockets, and back up again. Or try to touch your knees. So let's get some movement through the hamstrings, through the glutes, activate the core, just taking the breath in. If you're using the actual barbell or the pie, again, screwing the back. Again, you can do 10 reps, rest, take the bar up, relax. So we've got rest up, shake it up, take your time. So again, you can repeat that once or twice. Okay, we're going to either move on to that now. We're going to do a good morning to press from behind the head. So again, if you're not used to having barbell behind the head there, go with band or go with body weight. Okay, so we're going to hit from the hip. We're going to press as we go up. So as we get used to the timing here, you make it one continuous movement. So work the whole posterior chain, glutes, hamstrings, back, shoulders, abdominals are working. Barbells coming up above the middle of the head, too far in front, too far back. And that's really hard, so it's a hard move to do, so I wouldn't expect everyone to be able to do that, especially if you've got 20 kilo weightlifting bar. 10? Nice. Nice that. Good. Again, we'll do that once more, but again, you could do that 3-5 times through. You can even put some weight on there if you want to. We'll do that again. I'll do it without anything, just to show you that you can do it. Yeah. Okay guys, so we put the bank again. So most of you guys, I know we have the bar behind the head then, we'll not do a press behind the head. So what we're going to do is press behind the head like John was doing there. We're going to go slightly wider in terms of your grip. That's where you feel comfortable. The way you're going to find your width is, if you've got your bar or your pipe, you're going to try and bring it to the crease of the hip, to where your hands feel pretty comfortable. Yeah, pretty good. From there, then you bring the bar up over the head. And all we're doing is brace, and we're going to try and push the bar up over the head. That position there. Yes. Okay, that's quite hard to do. You might find that you can't bring the bar all the way down. You might find you need to stretch out the chest a little bit more. You can incorporate that into your routine if you want. You don't have to go any further than this. If that's too much, you can bring your hands in a little closer. Use a band, stretch out and use the band. Okay, maybe do 5 times, 10 times, rest, shake it off, repeat it again. We'll just do it twice through. So again, this is a really important requirement in terms of Olympic weightlifting or weightlifting. We need to be able to secure the bar overhead for low squat. Okay guys, so we'll do a couple more things and we're pretty much done. Just take a rest and join back in. Okay guys, we're back in. We're going to go through a few moves now. Again, it's not that important you know the exact names to this, so don't worry. Just follow as best you can. We're going to try and do something called a muscle snatch. That's not important. Okay, don't worry. Give it a go, bit of fun, see how you find it. You're only using the band or you're using your body weight, or using a light plastic pipe. Okay, so we've got our wide grip. Yeah, don't worry too much about it. Elbows facing down the bar. You're in upright position. Imagine you're going to wrap the bar around you. So So just squeeze the body tight. All we're going to do is try and bring the bar up towards our upper chest. So you're going to do this by driving the elbows up, back, keeping the bar as close to the body as you can. About 5 times. Rest. Give it a go. So we're going to do it twice through. So I'm going to use the band, just offer a bit of tension, something different. Get up to the other arm. And if you're not using the band, hands are wide, just drawing your shoulder blades up and back. Alright guys, all we do now is then we're trying to back up over the head. It's not as easy as it looks, it's not as simple as it looks. So John, I'm not going to say it to John, is going to do this now. You can try it as well. The same thing as before. John's trying to lift his elbows up high, push your blades back, and then he's trying to extend his hands up. And head through. Just give it a go. Not as easy as it looks, you've got a lot of tension through your back, about 5 times. Have a rest, do it again. If you don't use any piece of equipment, same thing, John. Again, we'll do another 5. We're going to come up. And you can do that absolutely fine. Imagine you're grabbing something and you're throwing it up. Or imagine actually trying to pull your pants up really high. Yeah, that's a good thing. Imagine you're pulling your pants up. Or imagine, say if you're playing rugby, you're pulling someone from the floor, you're throwing them above the head. Yeah, so anything that helps you do that, have a rest. Brilliant. So we're finished, guys. Just going to put that together. Then John's going to show you something special. So to put it together, we'll do it twice, 3 times through. You do 5, almost pull the bar to your chest, 5, all the way above the head, bring the bar behind your shoulders, 5 press, bar down for rest. Ready, John? Yeah. Behind the head. Lie down, press, relax. Get through, relax. Shake it off, and we'll do that again. So we'll do it twice through, and you can do it maybe 3 times, 4 times. And John, on this one, John's going to show you something special. You don't have to do it. So John's going to show you something special. Now for a squat. So when you get used to this, I'm maybe doing a bit of coaching. This is maybe something you can perform if you can't already do it. And John's still warming up, as you can see. He's got a good low position, good practice mobility. Give it a go. Weightlifting's fun for everybody, no matter what age you are. I'm a little bit older than John, multiple injuries, and I can do it. John, you got any injuries? Nothing, he's great. Yeah. It helps me stay active, helps me stay mobile, do something like that every time I train, and anybody can do it. Give it a go. See you next time, guys.